Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity. Real name is Mark. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a slight little break from the ranking all weapons in a certain class video to do something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. Go over the coolest addition. It has to be a new addition, by the way, to every Call of Duty game from COD 4 onward, not including COD Mobile, because I don't play COD Mobile. And the first three I never played those either. So yeah, from COD 4 onward, the coolest addition, in my opinion, to every single Call of Duty game. I think it's going to be a fun video. Obviously, we'll be doing COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, MW3, all of those in order of when they came out, obviously. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. Next, the big class ranking videos obviously take a lot of time. However, the next one actually isn't taking a lot of time. I already have all the background footage. I already have the script written out because it's a specials class. And so the specials class is probably the smallest class in COD history. It only has 22 weapons in it, so it was super fast and easy to make that one. So that one will be coming out very, very shortly. Probably the next video, the next main video, actually. But either way, just wanted to do this one anyways and throw it in there. Song of the day, by the way, is called Bad Girlfriend by Theory of a Dead Man. It's a rock and roll song. I'm in my rock and roll era. But dude, if you don't listen to the lyrics, the song's a banger. But the lyrics kind of make you think is this guy is he sitting in the chair in the hotel rooms, if you know what I'm saying, because the lyrics are kind of weird, but the song itself is really good. Either way, without further ado, let's get right into it with the coolest addition to Call of Duty 4. And Call of Duty 4 obviously added a ridiculous amount of stuff into the game. It is probably the most revolutionary Call of Duty game that we've ever gotten, and it probably will be for the rest of time. It is extremely revolutionary how many things this game added. But the one that I'm going to go with, in my opinion, the best thing that they added into Call of Duty 4 is, of course, the create a class system. There is obviously a lot of really cool things. Camouflages on guns is one of the biggest selling points of Call of Duty, I would say, nowadays. The way you earn them, not just have to buy them like other first-person shooters. The obviously kill streaks, all the different maps, I would guess you could say, attachments, whatever it may be, was all pretty much added with COD 4, but that's all kind of, if you think about it, due to the create a class system. Without the create a class system, you wouldn't be able to apply camos onto your weapon or attachments onto your weapon. Obviously, everything started here, and the amount of time and effort that they probably put into making a create a class system actually nice is probably, it's got to be insane. It's easily create a class for COD 4. Oh, also guys, for the background footage, I really didn't know what to put for background footage, so unless it's very obvious and I could just do it that way, I'm probably just gonna add footage of people playing the game, if I'm being honest. So yeah, enjoy that, I guess. Either way, World at War. On to World at War. One of my least played CODs. I know it's blasphemy. I know it's sacrilege to say that, but yeah, I really wasn't a World at War kid. I started in BO1, went back and played some MW2 and COD 4, but never really got into World at War. But easily, without a doubt, in my freaking mind, the best addition to World at War is Zombies. I mean, dude, Zombies is... I'm a multiplayer guy, don't get me wrong. I definitely put most of my time in Call of Duty into multiplayer, but Zombies is one of my favorite things to ever exist in gaming, period. It is incredible amounts of fun. I don't think there's ever going to be a time in my life where I'm not happy to play a Zombies match, you know what I mean? And it all started here with World at War. So yeah, gotta give credit where credit is due. That's a big one, dude. Modern Warfare 2, however, realistically speaking, Modern Warfare 2 didn't add too much to the formula that COD 4 already kind of implemented into the game. But I would say the best addition, and I know this is kind of a little bit cheating because it was already added, it was already a thing, but it is customizable kill streaks. Obviously, kill streaks were brought into with COD 4, but in COD 4, all you could get is a UAV, a precision airstrike, or what was it? Was it just an airstrike? And an attack helicopter. But with MW2, you could customize yours and do whatever kill streaks you wanted. And there was a ton of them that were all really fun to play with. And more importantly, the biggest one obviously being the nuke. Dude, the nuke being in Call of Duty is that is just one of the most pop culture things as of right. Everybody knows, if you've ever played a video game before, you know what a Call of Duty nuke is, and you know how good it is if you got one. I still to this day, been playing since Black Ops 1, still to this day, I've never gotten a legitimate nuke. I've gotten some against bots, obviously, and gotten some infected, but I've never gotten a legitimate 6v6 team deathmatch domination hardpoint, whatever it may be, nuke. And it is because it's that hard to get. And I'm not saying I'm a bad player. I really don't think I am. I think I'm, if anything, a slightly above average player. It is just that hard to get them, and it's so adding that. This is all where it all started, in MW2 with the kill streaks and the nuke, and you just got to give credit where credit is due, man. That was just so cool. Either way, we are on to Black Ops 1, where it all started for me, where my love of this franchise started. One of my favorite franchises of all time, if not my favorite. It probably is, realistically speaking. Rainbow Six Siege is my favorite game of all time, but Tom Clancy's in general is definitely not my favorite franchise. It's the only Tom Clancy game I really ever got into. Call of Duty is just so great, man. And it's all started here on Black Ops 1. And in my opinion, the best addition to the franchise in Black Ops 1 is easily the party modes / wager matches, whatever you want to call them. This is not only is it the best way they've done this before, with the party modes being wager matches. You can wager your COD points on a match. That was obviously really cool. But just the addition of gun games, Sticks and Stones, Bare Bones, is that the other one? No, it was just Sticks and Stones, gun game, one in the chamber, and then there was another one, Sharpshooter. That was it. Just the addition of those 4 party modes in general was enough. But then obviously the added bonus of COD points and being able to wager your COD points in these modes, and if you did better you could make more COD points, was extremely smart too. We never got that part back actually, which is a crime, but we have gotten the party modes back since then, and they've only improved on the formula, but it all started here. The party modes have been incredible. Honestly, if I'm playing Black Ops 6, the only reason why I'm playing Black Ops 6 nowadays is to level up the battle pass and get the new weapons so I can try them out. And the only way I'm leveling up the battle pass is by playing party modes like prop hunt, gun game, whatever it may be, because those are the only thing that I find fun in Black Ops 6 anymore. And it all started here. So thank you, Black Ops 1. As for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I've said this before and I'll say it again, but one of my favorite CODs when I used to play it, because this was like, I played Black Ops, Black Ops 1 was my first COD I got, but this was the first one I got at launch. I got Black Ops 1 like, I was in 6th grade at the time. My friends were playing it and they were like, you should get this game. And so my mom got it for me for Christmas for like $10. And I was like, sure, it was pretty fun, whatever. But MW3, I fell in love with it and I wanted them all at launch. And MW3 was the first one I got at launch. And in my opinion, the best addition to MW3, again, the first 3 Modern Warfare games, while they are great, don't get me wrong, they really didn't improve on each other too much. But Modern Warfare 3 did include specialist streaks. This is also kind of a little bit of a two-parter, because they kind of go hand in hand in my opinion, but also Infected. Getting the specialist bonus in Infected was always just such a satisfying feeling. But either way, specialist streaks, for those who don't know, was pretty much kill streaks, but instead of getting kill streaks, you got more perks. And after you made it to a certain point, I can't remember exactly how many kills it was, but after you got a certain kills, you got every perk in the game on your character, which made you pretty much a super soldier, and that's super cool. It is, unfortunately, it's been brought back a couple times, but never to this point. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This one's pretty obvious. Everybody loves it. I don't know if I think it's my favorite creative class system we've ever had, but it's definitely a good one, and it definitely stuck with us. The Pick 10 system. The creative class obviously was pretty freaking perfect with COD 4, but they did improve on it in Black Ops 2 with the Pick 10 system. Black Ops 2 obviously being probably the most popular, most famous, most well-received Call of Duty of all time, and I do believe the Pick 10 system is a part of that. You couldn't just create this insanely good character with every incredible option out there. You had to actually be smart with what you were picking and make a character, make your class actually work together. You couldn't just throw things together and have it work together like you can in modern Call of Duty. Now there is a slight downside to that, where it does kind of it both helps and neuters creativity, if that makes any sense, because most people, when you first start, you try all these new perks, try all these new setups, but then after a while in Black Ops 2 you start to realize what the best setup is in the Pick 10 system, and you just kind of rock with that over and over and over again, which again, that part kind of neuters the creativity, but the beginning is really, really good. Call of Duty Ghosts. One of my personal least favorite CODs of all time. I know it's sacrilege to say that. Again, a lot of people are like, it's so underrated. I really don't think it is, man. I really just think it's a pretty bad COD. Oh man, the colors on COD Ghost were so dull. Going back and playing it in 2025 is almost unplayable unless you like sitting in bushes the entire game. But either way, in my opinion, easily the best addition to COD Ghost is character customization. This is before they added Nicki Minaj skins, by the way, so yeah, keep that in mind. But this was perfect. A character customization that you could earn, okay? Earn it. Now, we've had that multiple times in the future. We had Black Ops 3 with the character customization, where if you like got all the characters, like all the specialists, all their all their camos or headgears or outfits or whatever, you got gold for them. That was super cool. And so they definitely improved on it, but this is where it started, and it was so well done. And yeah, there were some that you could buy, like I know you could buy like a weed skin, you could play as Soap if you wanted to, you could play as couldn't you play as like an astronaut if you wanted to, if I'm remembering correctly? There were a couple that you could buy, sure, but the majority of them you could get for just completely free, and it was super awesome to work towards random little like headgears and different outfits and things like that. It was so cool. So thank you COD Ghost for character customization before it was ruined. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, one of, I would say, the most, if not the most, forgotten Call of Duty of all time. I feel like nobody talks about Advanced Warfare, and it kind of shows in the player base today. It's really hard to find a match of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. There's not a lot of people still playing it. However, I will say the best addition to Advanced Warfare is the jetpacks. Yeah, this was the jetpack era, the first Call of Duty to do the jetpacks, and at the time, everybody hated it. I didn't. I was a young kid. I didn't really care to. I wasn't even like smart, like into this gaming scene enough to like give an opinion on it. I didn't really care too much. I thought it was a cool change, and I still to this day think it's a pretty cool change. I think the main problem with the jetpacks and the reason why Infinite Warfare was so poorly received is because they did it back to back to back. I think if Call of Duty brought back the jetpack system every once in a while, just like maybe once every 3 games or something, brought back jetpacks and brought back that crazy movement, people would like it a lot more, because I think a lot of people are now looking back at Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare with some rose-tinted glasses, because they were good games, because the jetpack changed it up. Yes, dude, at the time we were literally getting quote unquote the same game every year, and so Advanced Warfare changing it up with the jetpacks was really cool. And this isn't due to the jetpacks, this is just due to the time period that Advanced Warfare was set in, but it also caused for the company to be able to have complete creative freedom when it came to creating guns and maps, that they didn't have to be realistic anymore. They can make whatever they wanted, and it made for some of the most unique and fun weapons to use in COD history. So Advanced Warfare with the jetpacks and going super futuristic, I actually think is the best part of the game. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the best addition into Black Ops 3. By the way, Black Ops 3 is, as you guys know, my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I love Black Ops 3 with every fiber of my body. I could play it any day of the week and be extremely happy. I freaking love it. I love everything about it except for the campaign, obviously. But either way, Black Ops 3's best addition is easily the Dark Matter, or what people call the Mastery Camo. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, you guys are kind of wrong there. Mastery camos are anything that requires you to master a gun, so even gold and diamond and things like that count as mastery camos. But either way, it's fine. The Dark Matter camo is the one that we're talking about here. Dude, I love Black Ops 3, and it didn't, but realistically speaking, it didn't really add too many things into it that the other CODs really didn't do. But Dark Matter is something that, like, brings me back to the new CODs every year. I'm always, one of the first things I check every single time I get a new Call of Duty is what the Dark Matter camo looks like in that COD. Because it's just like, I love grinding for Dark Matter. It's one of my favorite things to do in Call of Duty games. It's the reason why I play Call of Duty games still, probably the modern CODs at least. I love it. It's my favorite. I love doing it. It's an incredible feeling. The Dark Matter grind in Call of Duty is unlike any other grind in any other game, and it's just awesome in my opinion. I love it, and it all started here with Black Ops 3. And Black Ops 3's Dark Matter is absolutely freaking perfect in terms of design too. It's gorgeous. Infinite Warfare, easily the most hated Call of Duty of all time. Easily, it's not even close. I think it's overhated. A lot of people are starting to say, yeah, they think it's overhated as well. But either way, it's a hated Call of Duty for sure. But it did add something that I really thought was almost perfect, and that is the armory credits / supply drops. Obviously, supply drops started with Advanced Warfare, but there was no way to earn any of the weapons or things that you want in those supply drops without just buying the supply drops and getting lucky. Well, Infinite Warfare was the first game to decide, okay, well, maybe we should give our players an actual fair way of doing it so that it's not complete gambling, and give them a way to craft whatever weapon it is that they want out of these supply drops if they get enough supply drops, get enough armory credits or whatever it may be. And I think that's the most perfect way that we've had of getting DLC weapons so far. I hate the battle pass way of getting DLC weapons. That way's annoying. I don't like the way of getting DLC weapons in the sense of like events. I don't like that either. And I obviously don't like having to buy them like COD Ghost and BO2. And I really clearly don't like having to like spin supply drops and just get lucky like Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare. But Infinite Warfare is because supply drops are fun, but again, there should be a way to, it shouldn't be a pay to win system. You should be able to like use weapons and stuff like that you want without having to spend a stupid amount of money. And that's what they did with Infinite Warfare. They changed it up. Yeah, we still had supply drops, which were still fun, but now you could earn armory credits to craft whatever weapon it is that you wanted, and I think that was perfect. Call of Duty World War II, one of my favorite CODs of all time. Not my favorite, but definitely one of my favorites. It is probably my most played right now. I play it every single day to get my armory credits and stuff like that, so I can try and get all the DLC weapons, because there is a stupid amount of DLC weapons in World War II. But either way, the best thing in Call of Duty World War II, in my opinion, is easily the HQ. Yeah, the headquarters in World War II. The fact that they never brought this back is actually like a crime against humanity. I think Call of Duty developers need to be locked up for the rest of their life because of the fact that they never brought back the HQ. Dude, the HQ is freaking awesome. It still to this day is pretty populated too, so you can go into the HQ, especially at like peak hours. Dude, if you go into the HQ at peak hours, you can find like full HQs, and it literally feels like the game just came out again. It's awesome. It really makes the game feel more alive than it actually is. It's like a super smart way of keeping the game alive for longer. And World War II is one of the most like still played older CODs too, and I guarantee part of the reason is because of the HQ. There are so many things that you could do in the HQ. It had so much to the socialization of Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is kind of trying to go the complete opposite direction of that nowadays. It's like they don't want players to play with each other for some reason in COD now. But either way, if they ever brought this back, I guarantee it would be nothing but good reception. It was so awesome. So many cool things you could do in the World War II HQ. Watching other players open their supply drops, practicing your aim without having to go into the creative class system, then go into your own boring, like, dude, I can't be the only one that goes into like the firing range in MW23 and like you test out a gun in the firing range and you're just there alone and it feels lonely and depressing. It's weird. You're just sitting in this firing range all by yourself shooting targets. It's like, that's depressing. In World War II, there's like 3 other people shooting around you. It's cool. Everything about World War II was awesome, and it actually kind of made you feel like a soldier too, like stationed out there. It was awesome. The HQ was so freaking cool. One of the coolest things that they've ever added in COD history. As for Black Ops 4, this one was hard, and I honestly kind of had to go with a little bit of a cheat code one, because I really couldn't think of anything else besides this, but the Specialists. Now, Specialists did not start in Black Ops 4. It started in Black Ops 3, where you play as a certain character, and that certain character has this thing that charges up over the time period of the game, and once it charges up, you can use it, and it's like a super weapon or some super ability. It started in Black Ops 3. They did it in Infinite Warfare as well. But I really think they perfected it and put a ton of time into it and clearly wanted this game to be like a hero shooter in Black Ops 4. The Specialists in Black Ops 4 are all completely different, and it actually matters which one you play as, which makes it for a complete different like gameplay experience almost every single match, depending on which hero or specialist you decide to play as, which is unlike anything else we've ever seen in Call of Duty history. And I think it worked out. I really do. I think if they had kept working on this like factor here, I think it could have been something great. It was a good start. All right, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, the start of the what I would call the new gen era, the modern COD era, MW19 with the advanced movement and the crazy stuff. I would say the best addition to MW19 is easily the Gunsmith, dude. Yeah. I don't care if you're a new gen hater. Trust me, I don't really care for the new gen games either, man. I'm not the biggest fan of new gen COD, but the Gunsmith is without a doubt one of the best things Call of Duty's ever added. Being able to like completely change your weapon is so freaking cool, man. Like this is like everybody that hates this nowadays, dude, back when we were playing Black Ops 2, that's all we wanted. Are you kidding me? Like, dude, everybody would have loved this. Remember the Warfighter perk in Black Ops 1? Dude, this is Warfighter on steroids. It's awesome. It's so cool. And it can completely change your weapon. Not just like make it slightly better, have a fast ADS time. No, it can change an M4 into an M16. It can change an MP5 into a DMR. It is awesome. It is so cool. Like the Gunsmith is a super cool addition. I freaking love every single thing about it. Yes, modern Call of Duty is kind of annoying to play, as mainly due to skill-based matchmaking. And this is, yes, the game where it all started, but you got to give credit where credit is due, man. The Gunsmith is peak. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I would say the most well-received modern COD so far. I think the majority of this is like the OG's modern COD, and the reason why is because it really doesn't have advanced movement. You don't have the tactical sprint or the crazy sliding and jumping and all that stuff in Black Ops Cold War. So a lot of the OGs like this game, but it still has all the cool stuff that like the new gens like this game. So I think that's the reason why. Either way, in my opinion, the best addition into Black Ops Cold War is Zombies Mastery camos. Yeah, this is awesome, and the way they did it was awesome too. I mean, some of the Mastery camos in Zombies and Black Ops Cold War are some of the coolest we've ever gotten. Plague Diamond and Dark Ether are freaking awesome. They're so cool. But either way, it gives players a reason to actually grind out zombies now, and I feel like it definitely got a very, very large number of new gen players into Call of Duty Zombies, which is obviously always really cool to see. But yeah, imagine if we had like a dark matter version of Black Ops 3 Zombies. That would have been so cool, man. But either way, this is where it started, and I am definitely happy it started. Just wish I started a little bit earlier. Okay, Call of Duty Vanguard. This one is definitely my least favorite Call of Duty of all time. It's fun in small bursts, but besides that, I definitely am not the biggest fan of it. And I would say a large number of people definitely do not really care too much for Call of Duty Vanguard, and it was kind of hard to find something that I really liked about Vanguard that they added that was new. But I went with the combat pacing. It's both a blessing and a curse. Sometimes combat pacing worked really, really well and made for a really fun match and turned a map that could have been like extremely boring into something extremely fun. And it can completely change, obviously, the flow of these maps too if you have more or less players playing. But the other downside to that is there are some times where the combat pacing is too slow. And there were even times, I believe, where they had like search and destroy matches not be 6v6. Unless you're going to go for a higher number than 6v6, do not mess with search and destroy numbers. Like, keep it 6v6 or go higher, like 10v10 or 12v12. But besides that, it has to be at least 6v6. And there were some times, I believe, where Vanguard would make search and destroy be a 4v4, which is just like that's kind of sacrilege. So it was a blessing and a curse, but I think overall it definitely was more good than bad. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2022, Modern Warfare 2, 2022, whatever you want to call it. Definitely the most hated modern COD, and I really don't get why, man. I kind of like MW2. I know it's a hot take. I like it. Everybody's like, oh, the movement's clunky. Well, I'm not a movement demon, so I don't really care too much about if the movement's perfect to my liking. Dude, I can barely freaking jump in COD sometimes, man. I'm an old head. But either way, the best addition into Modern Warfare 2022 is DMZ, obviously. DMZ was super well received. It got a lot of, I would say, OG veteran players back into Call of Duty. The amount of comments I see on my channel alone of people being like, dude, in Modern Warfare, I used to play DMZ all the time, Modern Warfare 2. The multiplayer sucked. I just know that guy's an older guy, you know what I mean? Only the older guys are hating modern CODs. And he's playing DMZ. That's awesome. Now, I will be the first to admit, and I'm going to be blatantly honest here, I was not a fan of DMZ. I played it once, didn't really like it. It's just not my style of gameplay, but it clearly was a good style for a lot of other people, so I'll put it here as the best thing for Modern Warfare 2022. People loved DMZ. It just wasn't me. However, Modern Warfare 23 is a little bit of a cheat code, but I also put a little two-parter in here just to satisfy your guys' hunger, because I went with movement for the best thing that they added into Modern Warfare 23, but obviously movement wasn't new in Modern Warfare 23, it was just kind of worked on. It's always, you've been able to move in every Call of Duty, obviously, but what I'm trying to say is I think this is the best movement we've ever had in a Call of Duty. It feels good for both casuals and pros. I will say it can get a little annoying sometimes if you're going up against like a true movement demon that like literally knows every single, like has every button binded to a completely different movement style. That is obviously a little annoying, but that very, very rarely happens. And even today, where most of the noobs went on to Black Ops 6 and it's mainly just like the tryhards staying on Modern Warfare 23, even today it's hard to find somebody like that. And I think movement just does, in Modern Warfare 23 movement at least, it does just add a little bit of a better system. I would say this is my favorite modern Call of Duty of all time. As you guys know, as of right now, Modern Warfare 23 is definitely my favorite. It's so fun, and I think the movement is a big part of that. But for the people that doesn't satisfy their craving for because it's not a technically new thing, okay, fine. The new thing that Modern Warfare 23 added that I think is the best is jack variants. Jack variants can completely change a weapon yet again, even more than just a regular gunsmith can, and it's really cool to see things like a Morse being turned into a shotgun, or a dual wield freaking Model 1887s back again. Like, it's really cool to see things like that, and jack variants is where that all started with Modern Warfare 23, so yeah, you gotta love it. Okay, and the most recent Call of Duty, the newest COD of all time, Black Ops 6. Very, I would say, poorly received in the grand scheme of Call of Duty players, and I honestly kind of agree with that. I grinded dark matter in this game. It was fun for a little bit, but I really can't stand playing the game anymore. It kind of makes me nauseous. And so for the thing that I went with as the best thing that Black Ops 6 added, I'm not even joking, I have it written in my notes right now. It says, I literally don't know. I don't know. Obviously, everybody's sitting there scratching their heads right now saying, what about Omni movement? This is going to be a hot take, an extreme hot take. I hate Omni movement. I'm sorry, but I think it just panders towards PC players a lot, and they already clearly have an advantage. They get to aim with their whole arm, and so I don't really know why they needed that, and I can't stand Omni movement. It also makes it so that, like, if you are a type of player like me, where I play every other Call of Duty too, I don't just play the newest COD, well, if you play like another Call of Duty, then go back and play Black Ops 6, it plays completely different, and you have to like get the hang of the movement again, because it's different. You're running sideways, running backwards, it's weird, and it makes it like harder to play if you're just going to play it casually. And I honestly don't like the Omni movement, so I'm not going to put that as the best addition, because I don't like that addition. I think it's a bad addition. I wish they didn't add it. I guess if I had to choose one thing, I'm promise I'm trying to think of one. I'm not trying to just like be edgy and cool and different for not liking Black Ops 6. I promise I'm trying to think of something that they added. I can't think of anything though. I'm gonna go with that they brought back Verdansk, I guess. Verdansk obviously was really popular map in Warzone, but if I'm, dude, you guys know me, man, I don't even play Warzone. I don't like Warzone. I never have liked Warzone. I've never really been a big Warzone guy, so even in there, I don't really care about Verdansk being brought back, but a lot of people did, and a lot of people liked that, so I guess I'll put that as the best thing Black Ops 6 did. But please, again, I promise I'm not trying to be a jerk. I really don't think Black Ops 6 is like the worst COD ever made. I really don't. It's fine. It's a fine experience. But I just can't think of one. I can't think of something new that Black Ops 6 did that I think is great, because I really just not a big fan of Omni movement. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video of the best new addition to every Call of Duty game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos you would like to see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias or any of that great mumbo jumbo. And yeah, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed, man. As for the next videos, obviously the next video, as in tomorrow's video, is going to be another zombies map gameplay. It'll probably be 5. Well, it will be 5 actually. I don't know why I said probably. It'll be playing 5. And then after that, though, the next real video, it's either going to be ranking all the specials weapons, I should say, in COD history, or I also wanted to do a my top 50 video games of all time. I know it's random and it doesn't have anything to do with Call of Duty, obviously, but I just wanted to put it out there because it was fun. It's like a fun video to make, I feel like. So yeah, I kind of want to do that. So let me know if you guys think that's a good idea or not. I think personally that it will be a good idea. Also, I've been leaving comments on my videos with my other account that I made for Let's Plays, because I want to do some more Let's Plays, but on games that have obviously nothing to do with Call of Duty, and so I don't want to upload them on this channel, because then I feel like that'll be just really bad for views and just bad for you guys in general as well. So I was like, okay, well, fine, we'll make a new channel and start uploading Let's Plays and playthroughs or whatever, and any other sort of like top 10s or lists or ranking videos that aren't related to Call of Duty will be uploaded on that channel. It'll be just a random hodgepodge bunch randomness of other games that have nothing to do with COD, and yeah, I think it'll be fun to do. And so I've been, like I said, I've been leaving comments with that channel, just letting you guys know, like, this is the channel. So yeah, if you guys want to go check that channel out, it'll be in the comment section. You can see it. It's called Giggity Plays. So that's the channel. Now, I haven't uploaded anything on it yet, and it probably will be a while until I do upload something on it. I still want to figure out like what I want to even do with that channel, but either way, it is there if you guys want to go support it in the meantime. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.